Hello, this is Dr. Shell Watts. I'm back again with a webinar about the Executive MBA and four most important admissions tips for success. Now, I know that many of you are looking to apply soon, and so we want to sort of arm you up in terms of giving you best practices to think about as you start to put together your applications. Before I get into this topic, let me tell you a little bit about our company. I've been offering admissions advising for over 30 years. One of the most distinctive things about my company is that you're able to work directly with me. I'm the founder, a graduate of Harvard and Oxford. I've worked in the past with Harvard admissions as well as with McKinsey and Company and Morgan Stanley. So I'm bringing a blend of great writing skills, admissions experience, and business experience for you. One of the other distinctive things about our company is that we have very low pricing. We don't think that this admissions advising should break your bank. So we do price quite less than our competitors. We do have packages starting as low as $725 if you'd like us to review your essays. And we also price around $24.95 for more comprehensive work. We would love to let you know what we think about your candidacy, so feel free to send us your LinkedIn profile or your resume. That's the address above, info@mbaadmit.com. You can also fill out a profile evaluation form on our website. So, tip number one, you may be noticing that some of these applications are making their essays shorter and shorter, and people wonder, well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, actually, it does make it more challenging. So, this is your opportunity to put forward your case about why you should be admitted, what you can bring to the class. If you have less space in the essays, there's less space to make your case. So, you really need to make sure to pack a punch in those essays, make sure that you're presenting great spotlight on your achievements, on the vision of your future, and what makes you so unique that you will be able to really contribute to the EMBA class if you are allowed to join it. So use that as prime real estate. Make sure that every word you're writing counts. Don't be wordy. Learn to condense your ideas to say them concisely so that you can cover more ground in these short essays. Tip number two, recommendations. If anything, they've become more important because you have less essay space. And so the recommendations can be a source of how you get stories into your application, how you start to convey the information about your great achievements, your skills, your promise for the future. So make sure that you work with your recommendation writers to carve out great text to make sure that they're communicating some of your great achievements and distinctives, and to talk about the great promise that the recommendation writer sees in your future. Tip number three, make sure that you are presenting strong evidence of your quant skills. Many ways that you can do that. There's many ways to do that. There's the executive assessment, of course. Some of the schools do require that. You want to try to score well. At most schools, well is 150 or higher with a quant of 10 or higher. If you find that you get quant of 9 or less, just make sure that you address that somehow, because some of those schools will be a little bit concerned about whether you're quant ready to go through the program. And so you can point to other evidence, whether that's the quantitative nature of your work, other courses that you've taken that demonstrate quant skills, but don't let that slide. You don't want to have a weak spot in your application that might put your application at risk. And then tip number four is make sure your resume really works for you. The resume is your snapshot of your candidacy. It's one of the first things that the admissions committee will look over when they look at your application. And so you want to make sure that it presents your very best credentials in the areas that they care about. And so make sure you're conveying your people skills, your distinctive experiences, leadership wise, managerial wise. If you are heading special initiatives that make you more distinctive as a candidate, like DEI initiatives, make sure to highlight those. And then, of course, anytime you've had awards or big bonuses, anything that shows that the company has seen you as a great success, you want to highlight that. Remember, the more impressive your resume, the more likely the school will set the bar lower for where your standardized test score needs to be, and the more likely they're going to consider you for a scholarship. So bear all that in mind. If you need help, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to help you put your EMBA application together. And again, we are more than happy to give you a free profile evaluation. Just send your LinkedIn profile or your most recent resume to us, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for joining us here today, and I will see you next time.